to start. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I would say we missed some shots that we usually make. We got some open looks. They're also their defensive coverage. I think at times bothered us because of at times they play a matchup zone. There are times when they're switching. They may be in zone, but they are switching. They have a lot of different defensive schemes that they throw at you. So there were times where we had open shots. There were some shots that we may have rushed, but overall, I love the fact that our guys stayed in it, didn't get down themselves. The mental stability was definitely present today.
At the same time, they made some pretty tough shots in the early going. I mean, are those just kind of ones that you just tip your hat to them?
There were shots that they earned because they were very good defensive effort, as well as the technique defensively that we displayed in the first half. Our guys were just flying around. They also had some opportunities where they drove us, but we still put our hands up, try to, of course, defend them without fouling, and just make some tough shots.
Steve?
Juwan, you talked about mental stability, and Franz Wagner seems to be a good example of that, coming out and doing what he did in the second half. Talk about what he was able to do for you today.
Well, Franz, you guys, you all think he's been having a bad stretch, but for me, he's been playing great for us because Franz has been affecting the game in other ways other than just putting the ball in the basket. He's been out there defending, rebounding, battling against bigs who may have 50 to 70 pounds more than him. Some are also taller than him, but he's been competing, he's been diving on the floor for loose balls. He's been affecting the game in different ways. Tonight, it was his night, and the shot went in, but there were also good looks, and he was aggressive. But it goes to show you that Franz is a guy who's a competitor.
On your right with James.
Can you just take us through the final play and what's going on?
Well, we got the ball in the hands of the right person that we wanted to have it. And I love the look that we had. He had an opportunity to either drive it for a basket, throw it back to Zay, or if they came to help, which they brought everyone to the paint for the spray. So great decision on his part, and we live with the results. And by the way, we had a chance to tip it in, and it just didn't fall for us.
Down front with John.
You talk about the energy that Johns and Julius gave you off the bench, and maybe a little bit about the decision to keep Brandon in there through that last stretch.
I know you guys watched the game. Brandon gave us some great minutes. And, it's always like the next man up mentality. Stay ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And that's how Brandon and all our players approaches the game. And you just got to always know when your name is called. And Brandon delivered today.
On your right with Greg.
Coach, about 5 minutes to go. You're up by 2. You got the ball. They've been running the 3/4 trap on you. If they turn it over, or you turn it over, they hit it for you right away. How much of a momentum shift was that for you guys in the game?
Hey, this game is all about runs. And, you're playing against one of the best teams in the country. So, there are going to be some possessions out there where, someone may make a shot, someone may make a tough shot. And they made some tough shots, especially in the paint. But we stay with it. And that's why I love our team and I love how we compete. Our guys stay with it, they get down, and continue to go out there and figure it out and find ways to, of course, get when our ball is in our hands to make the right play. And we did.
All the way in the back with Brendan.
Decision to go a little bit smaller and slide Brandon into the 5. What did you think of that look, and how much of that was kind of dictated by today versus you maybe wanting to implement that a little bit more?
That's one thing about coaching. You got to look at the situations and what's best for your team, and looking at the time and possessions, and then looking at it overall, at what you need to make the adjustment in order to give your team a spark. And Brandon was that guy who I trust that when he got in the ball game, he would do something special for us, and he's been doing that throughout the year. And tonight wasn't no surprise.
Stay there with Noah.
Pritchard sort of took it a little lower for them toward the end of the second half. What did you see?
What do you mean by tip the game over?
Just getting to the rim consistently for them.
Well, Pritchard is a gamer, and it's not his first rodeo. and I watched Pritchard during the NCAA tournament, and I've always been a fan of his game because he's like a gritty guy, smart player, a high IQ, and also he can make tough shots out there on the perimeter as well as some of the finishes. But every bucket he made, he had earned it, and he had to work for it. Our guys like X were defending him, playing one-on-one, great one-on-one defense. You know, we switched off on him, and our bigs, when he went to the paint to either try to make or draw a foul, we were very disciplined on how we contested his shot. But overall, I love how our defensive disposition was displayed today.
Woj?
Juwan, excuse me, you guys have played quite a few really good teams so far this year. What did Oregon present different? Was it their pressure, the defensive mentality? What did they present differently that bothered you guys?
Well, Oregon has played all year something quite different than a lot of other teams that you face. They do maybe I would say 85 to close to 90% of full court pressure, and then you know I kind of like I count the three-quarter pressure as well as part of the full court pressure, and then they do an excellent job of when they get back in half court trying to make you guess and make the clock work against you by making you say, okay, are you in the zone? Okay, are you in the man? But we practiced it. We were prepared for it. And give them credit, they played a good game. Great ball game. 71-70, overtime.
Got time for a couple
Nothing
more?
to be upset about.
Juwan, going back to the perimeter game for Oregon, what about the performance of Anthony Mathis? It seemed like you guys didn't have an answer for him all day long.
Anthony Mattson shot 10 threes, so he gave himself a chance. And he made some tough shots early on that was deep from the floor. So I don't know what you're talking about, but and I don't mean this as disrespect, but I thought our guy did a hell of a job defensively.
Back?
Unfortunately, from the three, you know, this is one of the first teams that have shot 50% from three. We've done a pretty good job in the past and part of the three-point line. Unfortunately, tonight, you know, they made some bombs.
Coach, you got a week now between games. Just talk about maybe the approach this week, responding 3 or 4, and then you've lost 3 or 4.
It's going to be a tough week, man. It's going to be a tough week for all of us. Because you know what? Overall, we all care. We care about each one another. We care about the results, whether it's win or losses. And when you lose 2 in a row, it's going to sting because we're human. And I'm not going to sit up here and just give you some type of politically correct answer. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to think about 2 losses. And it's going to be painful because all our guys in that locker room, they're hurt right now. So am I.
Andrew, you want to close this out?
Well, this place was packed for the first time this season. I mean, I know you're coaching, but we were able to kind of take the atmosphere in.
Love Ann Arbor. That's why I came back. And I remember the times when I played here, you know, the first game against Duke, when we were freshmen, that today's energy in the building, today's crowd reminded me of that moment. And I appreciate all the fans for being out here today and supporting. I know there are students right now who are studying for their finals, and you know it's a very challenging time. The same goes for our players. I commend them for being able to balance both as student athletes. You know, they've taken away on to Iowa while our other students are here studying. This last 2 days, we're trying to, of course, focus on academics and also prepare for Oregon, and then have an early game. You know, not much rest for them. You know, it's a lot for a teenager, young adult. So I commend my players for what they had to endure, and also what they're looking forward to for the next couple of weeks.
Thank you very much, Coach.